In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 Ds that help you prioritize your time most effectively. One of the things that I notice an awful lot with the clients that I'm working with is that there's a lot going on in their minds. Busy business owners have to contend with loads of different thoughts, decisions, ideas, and therefore it's really hard to think in your head. And I think if you keep everything in your head, then what you'll get is fogginess, confusion, and potentially leading to overwhelm. And so it's really important that we've got some level of structure that we can put into that thinking that helps bring some clarity to what's going on in our heads. So one of the key exercises that I like to take my clients through is really one of, first of all, brain dumping, which is getting all the thoughts out of our head and onto a bit of paper. Now actually that in itself is quite a therapeutic exercise, just to go through almost department by department to say, okay, everything in sales and marketing, what are some of the things that are going through my mind just now? What about operations? What about finance? And so on and so forth. So let's get all those things out of the head and onto paper so we can see what we're thinking. But then the 4 Ds need to then come into play. And for every single activity or task that's down on that list, we really need to run it across one of 4 filters. There will be some things on that list that only you can do. And the rule here is only do what only you can do. Everything else is for other people to do. So what are some of those things? Because the first D is do. What are the things that you are going to have to do or that you want and need to do? All of the other things then need to then be, second D is delegated. So to whom will I delegate these tasks that I no longer will do or cannot do? Now that might be to someone within the team. It might actually be to a role that's not currently within the org chart but needs to be recruited for. It might actually be something that you would outsource to someone else to do for you, but that's a kind of a task or a set of activities that need to be delegated out. Then what we're looking at is, what are some of the things that we need to defer? That's the third D. What do we need to do? So it might be an idea, it might be a thing that feels like a priority, but on balance, I just need to make sure that we do it, but at a point in the future. So what do we choose to defer to another point in the year? And then there'll be some things on that list that quite simply just have to be ditched, and that's the 4th D. So stuff that may have appeared like a priority or a good idea one day, but now that it's actually on paper and then judged against all the other things, then actually we just need to ditch that. So 4D thinking is a really helpful way to start bring some clarity to what you have to do and what your team have to do, because at the end of the day, you can do everything, or you can do anything I should say, but you can't do everything. And therefore we need to prioritize and shuffle things so that it falls into the right bucket of the 4 Ds. So there we go. Hope that's been helpful, and good luck prioritizing and gaining some clarity for you and your team. Till we meet, good luck in business.